guys, so I'm going to show you what you are doing wrong in your fights and how to become a better fighter overall. So, to start off, let's go with our peaks. Peaks are like the number one fundamental that you need to master in order to become a great fighter. Because obviously, fighting, aiming, peaks, movement, editing, mechanics, that is all going to go into your fighting scenarios where you are box fighting, 1v1ing someone, realistic build fights, zone wars, and just endgame scenarios and fighting under pressure. So having good aim and good peaks is going to definitely benefit you in all of these scenarios. So to show you guys what I mean, let's say, I don't know, let's say there's someone right in here. Now if I'm going to want to take a solid peek, I could take one right here, where I could get a solid peek where they're right there, which in their perspective, they can see me a little bit more than they would be able to right here. Okay, I'm not trying to hurdle. Then they would be able to right here. But if I just went like, I don't know why it's making me mantle. But let's say I just wanted to go for that peak. Well, up close, they aren't going to be able to see my head much. But if I go back over here to get a nice, better shot, then they will be able to see my head peeking a little bit more in that area about right in this line, about right there, like right there. They'll be able to see my head just a tad bit more. But if you want to play passively and get a little bit more damage off, then going for this peak right here is going to be the better option. But if you have the health advantage and you can take the chance of doing this peak while getting a little bit of return damage, like you dealing damage also, maybe whether it be 50 or 75, which usually isn't the best, but if it's what you have to do to clear up the fight because you know that you struggle with these, then practice these peaks, but know what shots you hit the best. Now, other peaks that I struggle with, and this is just me, I know some people don't, but it's this peak. It's where someone will, let's say someone's edit coursing, and they're like, I don't know, here I'll just show you in an instant. Not like that, but like that, and they full piece you. Now, if I'm the person right here in this staircase, I know that they're going to pull up somewhere around right in this kind of little, not in that little corner area, or maybe even just a tad bit ahead, like more like right there, somewhere over here. They may want to pull up right there, so this way they can get a nice shot on me too. But if I know how to do this peek, then I can use that to my advantage. And another good peek that's good is this one. I like this peek right here. That one's nice because it shows your head just a tad bit, but since it's such a small space, their pellets, their shotgun pellets or SMG or whatever, will more than likely hit the top of this cone right here, or maybe even this floor. So when you are taking this peek, or even like without the cone, like just like this, make sure that you are protecting yourself and that you're not showing your entire body. And also be prepared that if this floor breaks, that you can replace it fast enough. Now that's enough for the peak section. Just know that for your peaks, you want to always stay protected. So if you struggle with these peanut butter peaks, do a window. And if you struggle with piece control behind a peanut butter or like behind a window, start practicing that. You can literally just go. and just practice that. Now, in that section, what I was going for was piece control. Piece control is like the main thing that you need to know how to do. And also knowing how to play from high ground, mid ground, and low ground. Now, high ground piece control is something that most people know how to do at a pretty early stage in Fortnite once they learn how to actually get the basic fundamentals of editing. Which I will show you guys routines that you guys can do to get better at editing and stuff like that. But high ground piece control, let's start with that. High ground piece control is where usually you're on high ground in a PG, obviously because it's called high ground piece control, and the other person is trying to get up to you. Now let's say you're 3 stories up, and they are right here, or yeah, let's say right here, and they're coming up on you. Well, you know that you can go like that, but what you can also do is you can set it up right there and get some nice above high ground piece control. And that is going to give you a big advantage because they are not going to expect that. They're going to just expect you to keep on building up because, you know, well, you don't want to lose high ground usually. So with this peak right here, or this piece control move from above ground, this can help you a lot to make someone disengage or play defensively instead of being the aggressor. And you can switch roles in that case, or it can give you time to heal. And it can also allow you to put on more pressure. Now let's go for just mid-ground pressure, which I mean like just, not pressure, piece control. When I say this, I mean like mid-ground, I mean like straight on piece control, so like box fighting almost. Like, there's a person, let's say, tarping right here, and you pre-piece this. You're on mid-ground, and like there's high ground above you and there's low ground, but you're not getting shot at, and they're running over here. Now, obviously, they can, as soon as they walk through here and they see this edit being done, they immediately know that they are going to get shot at. They don't know if they're going to get hit, but they know that they immediately have to go right behind this or turn around immediately and get out. So mid-ground piece control is basically just like straight on piece control, like whether it be like what I was talking about behind a peanut butter peak or like behind this peak. Now obviously with this peak, it is a little bit harder, not entirely, but even if you wanted to go from like right here, or like this and just pre-piece it, then you could do that. Which obviously that's not the most safest peak that you could do, but it's still a nice little mid-ground piece control peak that you can get. Now low ground piece control. Low ground piece control is something that I even struggle with, and it's just something that all around some people don't really know how to do. So for low ground piece control, it's already hard enough to play on low ground, but you can still piece someone. So in this case, let's say that there's someone right here. They literally, like, they just have, I don't know, not even that. They just have like this, just to protect them from people shooting at them over here. Well, you immediately know that if you want to piece control them, you can go, not like that, but like that. And you already have 1, 2, 3 of their builds, because you can't forget this wall right here is yours. Or maybe it's theirs. But you still have this. You still have that. And with that top peak, you can get that nice little shot. That is going to make them either, whether this being yours or this being theirs, it's going to make them instantly back off. Now, most times you want to try to get the floor and the cone when you're doing this low ground piece control, because what you do from here is if they reset this wall right here, then you can go from the top. And one last thing when you're doing this low ground piece control, make sure that you're always trying to get that cone in their box, because this cone is going to benefit you a lot. Let's heal that up. So, like, let's say, I don't know, over here, Okay, maybe it's not. Okay, no, you just have to have a cone below you. But you can get a nice little... And just low ground piece control is just something that it is a little bit more difficult to do, but it's something that everyone needs to practice. Even like just doing this right now is making me think about the times I've died because I don't know how to do this. And I'm the one that's getting defensive and they're being the aggressor. So if you can just take the nice little solid peak right there to get that shot off and then go up after they reset that wall to just go up and knock them in the head or whatever you have to do, then you want to make sure that you can do that. Now, another thing, this video is about to end. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep you for too long. I don't want to, waste your time. But making sure that you are making quick but not like stupid moves. Like when you're under pressure and like let's say you're in a tournament and it's a moving zone, don't make a stupid decision to make the widest edit when you know that there's someone in a box that's right here. Because obviously if their builds are healing, then they're either getting shot at, which means that they're in there, or they are just sitting in the box waiting to rotate. So in this case, what you should do instead of editing like that, maybe you should just go like that and then extend out. And then keep on going with your rotate. I'm not warmed up either, like this is my first game. But, like just not making stupid decisions and having good awareness is definitely something that you need to do. And last thing, aim. Aim training is just something that I think everyone should do in general. So you can literally just like go into your little search bar on your Fortnite maps and search up aim training or just aim. And it'll pop up with some sort of training map that you can do. Or you can look at Raider Mechanics Training V5, which has aim, competitive, and all that other good stuff that you can use for your daily warm-up routine. But other than that, I will show you guys a couple of things that I like to do to warm up my edits. Number one is starting off with just some single tile edits. And just doing this. And then I like to practice resetting. And just practicing that. And then I like to move on to double edits. If you can't do that, then just do single. But if you can do double, then do that. And then once you feel good with that, which I don't, I'm just trying to make this as quick as possible, then you can go, I'm so laggy. And then from triple, you can move on to quad edits. And then after that, I would just free build, warm up your mechanics and stuff, and all that other good stuff. But I'm not going to hold you up any longer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Oh, and also, thank you for 70 subs. Peace.